Do you want to look younger than your contemporaries? Is it your dream to look healthier and more youthful than your age mates? My dear, this is your video. I'd like you to sit tight and ensure that you watch this video to the end. Always remember to subscribe to my channel if you've not done, and also turn on the notification button so that anytime we do a video, you receive notification that we've done a new video. These are simple tips that you will put in place so that you look ever youthful and healthier. Number one, avoidance of alcohol consumption. Make mention of a particular thing that affects the body without making mention of alcohol. Alcohol is so deadly that it damages so many things in the system, causing your BP to spike, affecting glucose absorption, so many negative things it does. And that is why we are asking you to please avoid alcohol. Do you know what it does to your skin? Alcohol makes you look older than your mates. How does it do this? It has a shrinking effect on your skin. It makes sure it shrinks the organ and also shrinks your skin principally. Your skin starts looking rumpled, wrinkled, and rough. And that's the effect of alcoholism. Please, if you must look youthful, if you must look younger than your mates, please avoid alcohol. Number two, be conscious of the kind of diets you take. Please avoid anything that is full of saturated fats, sugar, and processed food. Anything that has a whole lot of fats, anything that has a lot of refined sugar, anything that is processed, please try and be avoiding it, because fat has a whole lot of impact on your health. It makes you to add weight unnecessarily. It makes you to start developing belly fat and accumulation of fat in your abdomen. It results to hyperlipidemia, excess accumulation of lipid in your blood. Sugary things can spike your glucose level, impacting on you diabetes. And you diabetes, it has a shrinking effect. When the body cells cannot receive enough nutrients and oxygen when they're supposed to receive it because of high blood sugar, that thing alone has a shrinking effect. That is why people who you see, some of these people that you see that have diabetes, especially people who are not doing anything as per the management of the diabetes, you see them, they will be eating, but you're not seeing it on their body. So if you must look younger than your age mate, if you wouldn't want to age fast, please avoid these things I just mentioned: fatty food, sugary food. And the number third thing you must do to remain youthful and healthier is reduce your exposure to stress. Exposure to stress. Chronic stress is a destroyer of life, and also it has a whole lot of impact on your look, on your appearance, on your aging. So if you are engaged in chronic stress, you will look much more older than your mates. Why? Do you know that anytime you're exposed to a whole lot of stress, your body releases hormones called cortisol and adrenaline. And these hormones are called stress hormone. They keep shooting up your blood pressure high. As your blood pressure rises today, tomorrow you get exposed to stress again. Your blood pressure rises even the more. Tomorrow, next tomorrow, the same thing. It keeps rising and rising and rising. It will get to a point that it will knock you down. It will result to heart failure, result to kidney disease, affect every organ of your system because it's chronic. It's been happening for a very long time. You are not breaking in the stress. The same thing that happens when you turn on an engine, place your leg on the throttle, keep firing. If you fire for a long time, it knocks down your engine. The same way, chronic stress damages so many organs and make you look older than your mates. The number 4 tip on how to look youthful and healthier is avoidance of smoking. Exactly the scorching effect that fire impacts on a rubber is the same effect that smoking does to the blood vessels. Fire makes rubber sticky. When you burn a rubber with fire, it makes that rubber sticky and gummy. The same way smoking burns the arteries and makes the artery very sticky and gummy. And you know, when the arteries are sticky and gummy and there is blood circulation, any plague, any fat, any toxin, any thrombus that is flowing through the blood and it gets to the area that is burnt and is sticky, it will just clog, stick, to that sticky area of the arteries. And the more plague stick on that sticky area of the artery, the more it stick, the more the blood vessel narrows. The more it stick, the more the space through which the arteries, through which blood flows through the arteries is narrowed. The more it stick, it will keep sticking until the blood vessel is entirely blocked. And when it is blocked, the blood supply to the organ is entirely cut off, and that organ will start misbehaving. It results to dysfunction of organs. Those organs will start having issues. If nothing is done, it dies. And when the organ dies, the function that the organ does, let's say the blood vessel that is supplying to the heart muscles, has this cut off as a result of constant piling up of this plaque on the sticky walls of the artery. Over time, it blocks the flow of blood to the heart muscles. And because the heart muscles are not receiving enough blood supply, they start becoming weak and tired. All of a sudden, the heart rate start dropping because it's not really it's not having strength again to pump blood. All of a sudden, it stops pumping blood. And when your heart stops pumping blood, that is what we call heart attack. And death happens instantly. Please avoid smoking so that your blood vessel will not be destroyed by burning. The major way BP medications work is by dilation of the blood vessel or constriction of the blood vessel. If your blood pressure is high, what your BP medication does is to open up the blood vessel so that the blood pressure that's risen so high will fall down. And if your blood pressure is low, what they do is to stimulate a process that will ensure a vasoconstriction that will reduce, constrict, compress the blood, the vessels of the blood, which is the artery, so that blood pressure inside goes up to normalcy. So smoking has a dangerous effect on the arteries. One, it burns it and makes it sticky. And when it's sticky, plaques stick on the walls of the artery and cause blockage of the flow of blood to the organs and results to death of organs and cells. Two, it stiffens the blood vessel so that it doesn't respond to contraction and dilatations. Number 5 is avoid too much exercise. Exercise is very good to the system. It has a whole lot of health benefits that it has in proper circulation of blood, helps in breaking down of thrombus and breaking down of clotted blood. But when this exercise is done beyond normal, is done beyond limits, when you want to kill yourself because you want to do exercise, it is now the body start interpreting that process as stress. It's not seeing it as if you are trying to help the body, but the brain will not be seeing it as you are trying to stress the body. It will start releasing stress hormones, which affect your blood pressure and change the way you look. The last but not the least is you must ensure that you sleep well. Sleep is very, very paramount to health. When you sleep, a whole lot of processes happen in the night. Removal of degenerated cells, a whole lot of vital processes happen. Release of certain hormones that help to revitalize the system. A whole lot of vital processes happen in the night. So, but when you don't sleep well, those processes are put on hold. They stop happening. Like, if you don't sleep well, your body might not rebuild itself better. If you don't sleep well, the degenerated body state would not be revitalized the way it's supposed to be. Your immune system will never come up to a better level. It will keep going down, being suppressed because you are not sleeping well. And when all these things are happening, it will definitely tell on your appearance.